Good day, everyone. So, global food shortage is one of the major problems our world is facing right now. How can this dilemma will be fixed? Is there any innovative solution regarding this matter? Lastly, can our country adopt such solution? In order to know that, watch this.
Good day, everyone. Let me introduce myself first. I am Courtney Love B. Veralio, a member of Group 5, and I will discuss what is food shortage. So, according to the UN University website, food shortage occurs when food supplies within a bounded region do not provide the energy and nutrients needed by that region's population. Food shortage is most easily conceptualized as a production problem, but constraints on importation as well as storage can also cause or contribute to food shortage. Also, due to the existence of COVID-19 virus, wars, and political instability of some countries, the problem in food shortage becomes more severe. Problem in planting, harvesting, and transporting food becomes a major problem in poor countries, and that leads people to extreme hunger and starvation. In 2020, between 720 and 811 million people faced hunger, and this food insecurity crisis has been climbing slowly for 6 years, and now affects more than 30% of the world's population. Due to this catastrophe, we need to conduct an innovative food security plan. But first, what is food security?
That is a good question, Ms. Veralia. According to Fund for NGOs, Grant and Resources for Sustainability, food security has been a major concern in many parts of the world. Many countries are experiencing food shortage, which is a negative influence on their economies. Food security has become a multifaceted global concern in many countries, and also from past many years. Food security concept has been considered at global, national, regional, state, household, and individual level. Food is our primary source of nutrition, therefore, the food system is critical to the country's success. The Food and Agricultural Organization defines the food security as when all people have physical, social, and economic access to enough, safe, and nutritious food that fits their dietary needs and preferences for an active and healthy life at all times. Food security has four interrelated elements, which is the availability, access, utilization, and stability. Food supply and trade, not just quantity but also quality and variety, are all factors in availability. Improving availability necessitates productive farming systems, well-managed natural resources, and productivity-boosting policies. The term access refers to both financial and physical access to food. Better market access for smallholders is required to allow them to produce greater income from cash crops, livestock, and other ventures. The usage of nutrition in food referred to as utilization. A person's nutrition status is influenced by their health, feeding habits, food preparation, diet variety, and intra-household food distribution. Improving utilization necessitates bettering nutrition and food safety, diversifying diets, minimizing post-harvest loss, and adding value to food. Food security is essential for stability. Short-term shocks, like a bad season, a change in work status, conflict, or surge in food prices can cause food insecurity. The poor are the ones who suffer the most when prices rise since they spend such a large amount of their money on food. Social networks can help persons who are experiencing temporary food insecurity. The COVID-19 pandemic has recently threatened millions of people's food security around the world. In many locations, lower salaries, higher unemployment, and higher food prices have severely limited access to food. In addition, the essential border restriction and lockdowns imposed to stem the spread of COVID-19 have disrupted food transit and production. According to the FAO, the number of people experiencing food security at a crisis level or above might nearly treble by 2020. COVID-19 has a wide-ranging economic impact on food production. Food producers' financial liquidity has been disrupted, basic food item inflation has risen, and low-income customers have been unable to keep up with the price increases. It is critical that we strive now to safeguard those who are most vulnerable while also setting the foundation for a more stable and sustainable future. Our world needs innovative solutions regarding this matter.
You're right, Mr. Reyes. Indeed, our world needs innovative solution regarding this matter. Because of that, the team have done some research to find the best innovative solution the other country already practice, and with that, Mr. Roma and Ms. Rocket will discuss it.
Our research brought us to Japan, and we have discovered an innovative solution to defeat the global food shortage. High-tech farm program of Japan made an innovative solution where lettuce can be grown without soil, hydroponics, and soilless cultivation. Japan and the US practice the growing vegetable in a huge factory. The building has been around long. These are a long way from your normal greenhouses. In Japan, after Fukushima catastrophe happened, high-tech farm program project was conducted and invented by scientists in 1970s. People began to be interested in these new greenhouses because it is possible to produce all year round, regardless of external influences, and also because of a food production becomes increasingly difficult to the population growth, climate change, and soil exhaustion. Where the soil is dry and water irrigation cannot supply enough where the plant can survive in growth, the innovative solution will make our food supply be secure in the future to meet the global demand. So now, let us hear Ms. Rocky as she discuss how does this program be implemented.
Thank you, Mr. Roma. So now let's talk about how Japan implements this program. Vegetables have been grown in large manufacturing facilities in Japan and the United States for far longer. These greenhouses are not your usual greenhouses. Plants are grown in sterile conditions, free of pesticides. Before eating, the fruits and vegetables cultivated do not need to be washed, and the yield is 100 times more than in a comparable outer space. The Japanese producers have sold such high-tech farms to customers in the United Arab Emirates and Asia's megacities. For example, if our food supplies are to be safe in the future, we must all recognize that food production methods must change. Their cities will increasingly need to develop strategies for producing more food themselves, reducing their reliance on rural areas and global food supply network. Simultaneously, conventional agriculture must be modified to become more weather resistant and resource efficient. Well, I myself can say that this is really great program to solve food shortage. If this program will expand worldwide and will also be implemented in our country, but the question is, can our country adopt such program?
That's a great question, Ms. Rocket. In order to know that, Ms. Sabondo together with Ms. Ramos and Ms. Ritobado will answer your question.
Thank you, Ms. Pinili. There is no reason our country can adopt such program with unity together with the Build, Build, Build project of our government. This can be possible.
This new way of farming is also possible here in our country, but it highly needs the support of the Department of Agriculture, Food and Drugs Administration, and Department of Science and Technology. Department of Agriculture has identified 18 key strategies to tackle the countries of food insecurity. A key part of this is the National Research, Development and Extension or RDE. Network for Urban Agriculture Program in the Philippines, which includes the development of appropriate crop production techniques including vertical agriculture, hydroponics, biointensive gardening, and greenhouse farming suited for urban settings. The government is also encouraging technology and innovation, including digital agriculture. This includes the use of data analytics and automated systems that will improve the farm productivity and cut waste by using analytics to facilitate data-driven farming practices for small farmers. There are already 5 vertical farms here in the Philippines, the NXTLVL farms, which is the pioneer and leading indoor urban farm in the Philippines, Urban Roots, Good Greens and Company, Novato City, Vertical Farms and Urban Greens. The importance of this is to address global food shortage, which is really a serious problem that we gradually experience right now. And with only classical farming, we are not certain that it can still sustain a growing population. In the Philippines, that heavy monsoons, fierce typhoons, severe earthquakes, and floods reduce soil fertility, record high temperatures, and a water crisis. These are some of the main reasons why the Filipino agriculture system is in grave danger. Thanks to this unconventional way of farming that scientists are currently working, food shortage will no longer be a threat to us with the help of this vertical farming and greenhouse farming. The essential part of this new way of farming is that farmers are now inside the laboratory without utilizing so much space for the field that you farm will occupy. Fertilizers and pesticides are not needed in this new way of farming. It is a great milestone of human being to combat the scarcity of food in our country on a global scale. And now, Ms. Ramos will discuss the benefits of this program.
Thank you, Ms. Sabondo. The said vertical farming from Japan helps small farmers to work in indoor farming, regardless of the weather. Indoor farming is better than the rice fields. Furthermore, vertical farming enables one to achieve 100 times more annual harvest on a single area than with conventional farming. Less energy is used, so productivity and profitability can be increased with the help of this technology. This kind of system is sustainable. It can run vegetables in the middle of city and produce the local food. Not just the manpower will increase, but also the health benefits of vegetables are more healthier because it is produced with hygienic nutrients that is more efficient in our body. And now let us hear from Ms. Adlit how can we use the abandoned crops land if this program will be implemented. Ms. Adlit?
Thank you, Ms. Ramos. The abundant crops land can be used to plant fruits and other trees that could give vital benefits to the world. Tree roots strengthening soil layers attach soil to bedrock and build buttresses against soil movement to avoid landslide. Trees also minimize landslide danger by reducing soil moisture levels, the key processes being interception, evaporation, and transpiration. Trees give off oxygen that we need to breathe. Trees reduce the amount of stormwater runoff, which reduces erosions and pollution in our waterways and may reduce the effect of flooding. Many species of wildlife depend on trees for habitat. Trees provide food, protection, and homes for many birds and mammals. That's all. Thank you.
Amazing! My 3 questions that I asked lately are now being answered thoroughly. So now, before we will end this video, I will first leave a message on behalf of my team. We need to live in equilibrium and harmony with nature, or otherwise, we will pay a heavy price.